What's up guys, JC Figs here, and today we're going to review the WWE Elite Wrestlemania series. We have WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hulk Hogan and WrestleMania 6 Macho King Randy Savage. Now I didn't get the Dusty Rhodes to pair with this or The Rock to pair with Hogan because these two were must-haves for me and I didn't want to risk finding them in stores or not finding them. And I believe Dusty Rhodes and The Rock will be much easier to find at a cheaper price. So that's why I stuck with only these two for now. But we're definitely going to review these guys and I can't wait. These things look amazing. So just right here on the front of the Hollywood Hulk Hogan box, you can see the picture of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. You see the Build-A-Figure at the bottom. You have WWE in the top left corner, WrestleMania Hollywood in the top right, True FX, Hollywood Hulk Hogan on the side, certified authentic, and on the back it has the career highlights and his stats from Venice Beach, 6'7", 302 pounds, that's big. And it says, in a match for the ages featuring the two biggest stars of their era, the Immortal One went one-on-one with The Rock at WrestleMania 18. That's one of my favorite, if not my very favorite WrestleManias ever. I grew up watching Hollywood Hogan and WCW, and then I switched over to the Attitude Era later in the 90s. And just to see the two top guys of each company clash as a kid, and it was my first pay-per-view I got to see with my friends without any parents around or whatever. It was amazing, and it was just unreal to me, and I couldn't believe that I was actually seeing that match. And it's still one of my favorites of all time. I'm a huge Hogan fan, and I'm a huge Rock fan. It's one of the best matches ever to me. This one, Macho King Randy Savage. It has a picture of Macho King Randy Savage at the bottom left. Build-A-Figure, Mean Gene, WrestleMania Hollywood, top right corner, same thing. True FX, Macho King Randy Savage on the side. Stats from Sarasota, Florida. 6'2", 237 pounds. WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Hall of Fame inductee. Macho King and his queen, Sensational Sherry, battled Dusty Rhodes and Sapphire in a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania 6. Then Miss Elizabeth came out and Macho King was all, flustered and whatnot. If you haven't seen that match, definitely go check that one out too. It's a great match. So now let's go ahead and crack these bad boys open, guys. Yeah! Oh yeah! And here you can really see all the accessories that Hollywood comes with. The belt, again, the boas. Unfortunately, he comes with a rippable hard plastic NWO shirt, which is just terrible. I hate those hard plastic shirts. That's such an old thing that Mattel does, and I don't know why they continue to do it. And again, he comes with 2 Mean Gene arms, 2 extra hands for Mean Gene, 4 extra hands for Hollywood. The bandana says Hollywood across it. The glasses, black and white glasses, unfortunately, they don't stay on very well. It comes with a band around the glasses and around the head to keep them on, but they don't stay on well without that band. They come off very easily. The shirt, it's unfortunate. The shirt is hard plastic and it just has a rip down the middle. It doesn't look that good and it's old school. I wish Mattel would just move on from that and just do soft goods only. The belt, it says Hollywood on the back of it and it looks great. That Hollywood belt is awesome. On the pants underneath the belt, it says Hollywood on the back of those pants. The lightning bolts going down each side of the pants. Classic Hollywood. Got the white boots with blue flames and the Hollywood picture on the boots. And that also looks really good. Mattel does a great job with their Hogan figures. They know they sell very well. The only thing, I just wish that the soft goods shirt would have came with this one rather than the plastic. I understand with all the extra accessories, including the BAF Mean Gene, they had to save a little bit of money there. And unfortunately the glasses is another thing, they don't stay on that well. Other than that, this is an awesome recreation of the WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hogan. And I'm definitely glad to add it to my Hogan collection. And one other thing, I believe this head is the same exact head as the Elite 91 Hogan. This one comes with a beard, the Elite 91 has no beard, but this is the same exact head sculpt, and the top of the hair, there is no hair on top. I went ahead and threw the boas on Hulkster here. I believe they're the same ones from the Elite 91 Hogan, and it looks good on him. He wore them when he came out at WrestleMania 18, so it makes sense that they included them here, and it looks good, even though you can see right through them and you can see the cut plastic shirt, and that's a little bit of a turn off. Luckily I have a few extra black and white NWO shirts so I can swap it out with this one. But if you look closely, you can definitely see the cut right through the middle. You can see his stomach and everything. It just doesn't look that great. So here's a few different Hollywood Hogans, and you can tell which one's the WrestleMania 18 version, right? And why is that? It's because of the plastic shirt with a rip down the front. That's exactly right. Like I said, the head scan is the same as the Elite 91. It's not this one. This Elite 91 I swapped out with the Ultimate Edition head scan. And the Ultimate Edition head scan is similar to this one. The beard anyway is similar. However, the beard looks way better on the Ultimate than on this WrestleMania 18. It looks like they just painted this beard on with a marker on the Elite 91 head scan. That's what WrestleMania 18 Hogan looks like. Still not terrible. I still love Hogan, and it's a great figure for me to have personally. Not going to complain too much there. Still glad that they came out with it. However, I just wish they would have included a Ultimate Hollywood Hogan head scan. Here you can see the difference between the lightning on the pants between the Ultimate and the WrestleMania 18. The WrestleMania 18 looks to be a little bit more blue, whereas the Ultimate appears to be a little bit more white. They're still the same pattern, but they each look a tiny bit different. And it's nice to see Mattel notice that difference. You can see a few different belt comparisons. You see that the Elite WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hogan has a similar belt to the Storm Collectibles NWO Wolfpack Hollywood Hogan. And the Ultimate Edition is on the very right. It's very plain. It just says NWO. Very left is the Elite 91. It is the Hulkamania weight belt. That one looks good. And I do like this new WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hogan weight belt. The only difference between this one and the Storm Collectibles one is it says Hogan underneath the Storm Collectibles. And on the WrestleMania 18 weight belt, you can actually see the stitching on the outside of the belt, which is a very nice touch by Mattel. Here we have a few boot comparisons. On the very left is the Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hogan. As you can see, it appears to be the same exact picture as the WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hogan, except the Ultimate Edition, it has NWO underneath the picture. It's the same flame pattern, except the WrestleMania 18 flame pattern looks to be a tiny bit thinner. And the very right is the Elite 91 Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and you can see that's a completely different picture, and he's showing his teeth. Doesn't look that good. The Ultimate definitely looks the best. The WrestleMania 18 picture looks a little bit faded, but they all look pretty good and they serve their own purpose, and I'm glad to see the pictures on the boots. I love that detail from Mattel. And if you look at the height here, they all seem to be the exact same height, so points to Mattel for that. The Elite 91 may possibly be a tiny bit shorter, or maybe his knees are just slightly bent and it just looks shorter maybe, but they all seem to be exactly the same height. Very good job, Mattel, for scale. Macho King, oh yeah! Here's the Macho King in full effect. He has his crown, he has his glasses, they both look excellent. He has his scepter, that also looks excellent. We've seen it before in the other Macho King release. His pants look beautiful, very colorful, just like the WrestleMania 6 attire. It's the exact same. The boots also look amazing. Mattel did a great job on this figure. The only thing, again, that I complain about is the fact that there's no gold jacket. This figure should have a gold jacket. I know Mattel's just making us wait for the UE Macho King, that's what they're doing, and I know I complained about this before, the plastic shirts. I would not have been upset with a plastic gold jacket on this Macho King. That would have been amazing, but unfortunately we didn't get that. Hopefully soon we get a UE Macho King with a gold jacket, or even an Elite with a plastic gold jacket. I'd still be down for that. I know people complain a lot about Macho Man figures. Too many Macho Man, too many Hollywood Hogan figures, too many Hulk Hogan figures, too many Warriors. But guess what, guys? All of them are extremely toyetic. Their attires, not necessarily Hogan, but he is one of the best sellers for sure. Macho Man and Warrior are absolutely have the most toyetic attires of all time. Just look at all of their matches. They have absolutely incredible attires every match. They just sell themselves, really. And there's so many fans of both of those guys. That's why we get so many of those figures. Now, you can only make so many Stone Cold Steve Austins because they're all the same, pretty much. He always wore the same stuff, besides jeans and jean shorts once in a while. Macho Man, Warrior, always have amazing clothes. This figure is great. The glasses actually stick on the face. There is a hole for them inside Macho Man's hair, unlike the Hollywood Hogan figure. There's no need to keep a band on the glasses on this figure. The crown fits perfectly. This comes with 2 extra Macho Man hands and the Mean Gene Okerlund head. Not nearly as many accessories as Hollywood Hogan, so I definitely think they could have included the gold jacket here. It's unfortunate again, but this figure is still awesome. I definitely recommend buying it. The head scan on this figure is not new. We've definitely seen it before, but it's still a very good figure to have. The articulation on both Macho King and Hollywood Hogan are the same. The knees bend as so. The elbows are double jointed and pinless, which is very nice. The ab crunch is there and they bend very well. There's no toe articulation, unfortunately, because this is an Elite and not an Ultimate. Other than that, it's all the same as all recently released Elites. The double joint elbows, pinless elbows, nice bend in the knees, no toe articulation, same ab crunch. These figures pose very well and should do everything you want them to do. Here's a few Macho Man comparisons, and I do believe this head scan on the Macho King from WrestleMania 6 is the same exact head scan on the Macho Man from the Legends series, the recently released one. And they all are the same height. Like I said before, they're all very toyetic, as you can see. I do have the Elite Hall of Fame Macho King as well. However, it's still boxed up, and I will be doing a review on that later on the channel. Make sure you check that out and stay tuned. So this Macho Man looks really good. I can't really complain a whole lot about it. They always do very well with the Macho King figures or Macho Man. They always look great. I just wish that this came with the gold jacket, and that's the only thing. Other than that, this is just very well done, and I have no complaints at all. Alright guys, it's time for the JC Figs rating. So here we go. First off, we have Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I'm giving this figure an 8 out of 10, only because the hard plastic shirt with a rip down the middle, it's not cutting it for me. Otherwise, this figure is pretty good. The same exact head scan as Elite 91. Should have been an Ultimate head scan. It's alright. The glasses don't stay on. It's minus points. Other than that, it's a pretty solid figure. I love WrestleMania 18, and I'm glad to have this figure overall. And I would buy it again, and I will probably get a second one to keep them up. Macho King, Randy Savage, 8 out of 10. Mainly because there's no gold jacket. You could have put a plastic gold jacket in here just like this. Just like the pink jacket Bret Hart. You could have put a gold jacket in here with him. But I know you guys are probably saving it for the UE Macho King. And that's alright, I guess. It just better blow me away. It better be better than the ringside exclusive Macho King with his little gold jacket. I hope it's much better than that. I hope it's full long sleeves. It has the tassels on each side. Please, 8 out of 10. Should have had a gold jacket. Make sure you get a gold jacket next time. Macho King needs a gold jacket. Get these figures if you're a fan of Hogan or Macho Man. They're still classic attires for very important matches in their careers. I suggest getting them still. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel.
Dig it! Yo, yeah!
Yeah!